Okay, friends, we are going to chew a disclosing tablet and see how this goes. Okay, let's do this again. Let's get the hair out of the way. So like I said, I got disclosing tablets. So we're going to start disclosing, and I'm going to show the difference between water pick and brushing, and then water pick and flossing. So I chew it. Okay, so here is my teeth. So you can see where the pink and the purple are, as where there's plaque in between. So I spit in a cup and dump that because it makes less of a splatter. So if you don't want to mess all over your sink, don't spit from a pie, spit in a cup and dump it low. So the first thing I'm going to do is water pick, and I'll show you what's left after water picking. And tonight I'm going to use my Sonicare. So we see how well that brushes, and we'll see if there's any plaque left over after. So I'm going to use Boca. I've been using this for months now, months. It's one of my favorite toothpastes. So big controversy: wet your toothbrush, then put your toothpaste on, put your toothpaste on, wet your toothbrush, don't wet your toothbrush. Nobody gives a shit. You don't have to wet it, it'll get wet in your mouth. It doesn't matter. But if you have super sensitive gums and tender, meaning if you have a lot of inflammation, so if you have a lot of inflammation, a lot of infection, your gums will be tender. You can run it under hot water. If you just had a cleaning at your dentist and your tissue's a little bit tender after your cleaning, you can run this under hot water. If you just had surgery in your mouth, run these under hot water, soften the bristles a bit. Otherwise, they're going to heat up in your mouth and soften. So I'm a overbrusher. I brush 2 minutes bottom arch, 2 minutes top arch, so 4 minutes total. That's just what I'm going to do. So this is the result after water picking. So you can see how much plaque that's already removed. So now we're going to go with this. So obviously these are going to stain your toothbrush. Don't worry. If you don't use them every night, this will wash out. You can soak it in peroxide too. But either way. Okay, so the point is to see how much plaque actually came off. And there's still a little bit right in between there. Maybe over there. So water picking is not 100% foolproof. There's still a little bit of plaque in a proximal, which means in between my teeth. And then brushing obviously never reaches in between the teeth. So I'm going to do a little bit of flossing. So I have cocoa floss. I have this big thing of cocoa floss, which no one over the counter will order. But once it gets down to like a certain level, this spool in here gets stuck all the time. So I'm always in here banging it. So if you've watched my flossing video, I've always stressed, always wrap the floss around your middle fingers so that you bend them down and you have these 4 fingers to floss and control everything. And the closer your fingers are together, the more control you have. So voila, there it is, all clean. So if this doesn't work for you, obviously the floss picks, I have bags of them in my pantry because they're right in the kitchen. You know, you eat dinners, food stuck, go right in there, grab floss pick, pick it out. Same with eating popcorn, anything that gets stuck in your teeth, you can always have those handy to be able to floss on the fly, because not everyone likes to stick their fingers in their mouth, and I get that. And not a lot of people have the dexterity to actually put floss in their mouth and floss their teeth. So this is one of the reasons I like cocoa floss, because it's thicker. So it grabs the plaque. You should never use glide floss. I know people say they have tight teeth, but they're maybe out of 100 patients, I would have to actually use something slippery like glide on 2 people out of 100. I can use this on almost everyone. But another favorite I like, Dr. Tongue's is another great floss to use. You can buy it on Amazon. It's similar to cocoa floss, but it actually gets through your teeth easier, less shredding. This stuff, if you have a little bit of tight contacts, it'll shred a little bit. So the Dr. Tongue's does not shred. It's a great floss. I was introduced by another hygienist. Fantastic floss. Totally up there is number 1. This goes to number 2, even though I love this stuff for my own teeth. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's a nighttime routine. See you later.